So as of recently, I've been getting really back into like the whole Quiet Place like franchise because I watched the second movie again and man, that movie's really good. It brought me back to the first time that I saw it after like waiting for like so long to get it back into theaters, going to see it for like with my friends and stuff like that. That was really fun. The whole audience was just like so enthusiastic the whole time. And truly, it was like one of the best theater experiences because it had been like an entire year and a half. But with that came my curiosity of, what's next after part two? And although part three is I think pretty confirmed that it's coming back to finish off the trilogy, there had been a project that in my head I've been kind of following over the years, but I just like kind of lost track of it with other movies and stuff like that. And that's A Quiet Place Day One. And with my newfound knowledge of Day One, I was like, you know what, I'll do some research on it just because like I kind of feel like the two previous ones are really good movies. They're both pretty equally good. So I'll do some research. Why not? It's been a while. I found out that it's coming out March 8th, 2024. And that's kind of close. The time that I'm recording this, it's the 10th of August, 2023. I don't know when this is releasing, but basically March 8th, 2024 is kind of like just 2 days short of 7 months away. So like, where's the trailer? And supposedly John Krasinski showed it at like CinemaCon in April and hasn't released it. It's been 4 months since then. And like, we still don't know where it is. But I think there still is a lot to be anticipating about this movie. The fact one is that it's taking place in New York, a really big city with a lot of people as well. It's crazy because you think of A Quiet Place Part 2, and basically I think we can all agree that the first opening scene of the movie is where it peaks. And I'm sure that A Quiet Place Day 1 can probably replicate the opening scene to A Quiet Place Part 2, but like even better. Because this movie is dedicated to Day 1. And there's a lot to anticipate about that because for some movies and some TV shows, usually the initial outbreak of something, like let's say, let's take it for example, the movie #Alive. If you haven't seen it, it's a zombie apocalypse movie, but it's really the first like 10 minutes that is fully engaging. It's so like, it's just pure chaos for like 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden the story keeps going. And for a whole entire movie to just be around the first initial day is going to be pure chaos throughout, but like chaos in a good way. Because if you haven't seen the opening scene of A Quiet Place Part 2, you can actually watch that on YouTube. But that is some of the most intense, nerve-wracking 10 minutes I've ever seen in a movie. It goes from calm to pure chaos in actual seconds. Literally one thing happens and absolutely everything is messed up. But I think my one complaint about the opening scene is that the opening scene kind of just ends in the middle of the action. It ends at the death of Hercules Mulligan from Hamilton and just kind of ends right there with the boy, I forgot his name, but like he's just clenching his ears. Like, but imagine if that scene just kept going on. I would love to actually see like them kind of learning the roots and like how to survive because they're stuck behind this police car. Where do they go from here? And although the new movie does not revolve around the Krasinskis, I guess, I don't know what to call them. Although the trailer isn't released, there is some description of the trailer that people were able to see at CinemaCon. And if you don't want to hear this, you can go to this timestamp that's on the screen right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. Time's up. Basically, I read the description, and it seems like Nakia, I really don't know her name, actually, but she's on a bus, and she's petting her cat or dog or whatever, and then all of a sudden, meteors start raining down from the sky or whatever, and the creatures just start, like, wreaking havoc all around New York. And, like, just the thought of that is so, like, wow, there's so much to be played with that. But to take the environment to even bigger heights, meteors crashing through buildings, stuff is all crumbling around them, car sirens going off, and then just like a mass amounts of like crowds and stuff running, and then all the creatures chasing after them, just like complete bloodshed. But until then, we just kind of have to wait for a trailer that's probably soon. It says that filming for the movie wrapped up before the writer's strike. So there's a good chance that this movie still will make the March 8th release date if they can get the editing and visual effects done or whatever else they have to get done with the movie. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Bye.